My God, I hate drugs.
I've sent him to both Tehran and in Baghdad, if we can make it, to talk to the leaders about the plight of the Filipino workers. Just to get the assurance that my countrymen will have the egress just in case hell breaks loose.
You have a message daw po to Iranian government regarding po sa mga OFWs natin sa bansa.
Well, I have sent Secretary Mamao. He's Maranao. Is a cabinet member, is my fraternity brother.
Dun sa sinabi sa amin ni Secretary Panalo kanina na meron na pong bagong kontrata for the water concessionaires.
No, there is no contract. What we are ready to give to the parties, the distributors, is a draft which we would like to be enforced instead of the old one, which we think is not good for the Filipino.
Sir, draft po. When are we...
Draft lang po.
Draft pa lang po. So when are we going to finalize it and give it to the companies?
Well, I'm sure that one or two of the cabinet, I cannot mention their names, are working at it.
Sir, last question on the subject. If they do not accept, sir, yung...
That's the problem. That's not, I said that is not my problem. I have this draft, whether you accept it or not. You do not accept it, then there is no contract. For after all, as I have said, right at the beginning, when I saw the contract, I said this document is null and void from the beginning because it has so many provisions that would infringe into the penal laws of the Philippines, particularly the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act.
So what will happen now to water distribution if they do not accept?
Well, then I will have to operate the distribution system. It's either they accept with no guarantee that they will not be prosecuted, or if they do not accept it, then I will nationalize the water system and prosecute them for plunder or staffa on a large scale.
So do you have a time frame for the companies to decide?
No, I'm not hurrying them up, but I am not paying anything. Forget, if I were the distributors, forget about that 7 million arbitral award. I am not going to pay anything, not a single cent. Wala namang value siguro yung centavos, pero wala silang makuha sa akin.
The government sending a team to the Middle East to make sure Filipinos are out of harm's way in the growing conflict in the region. Additional concern for authorities locating undocumented Filipino workers. Carolyn Bonkin tells us more.
In the front line of the Iran and United States tension is Iraq, a workplace and second home to over 1,600 Filipinos, with Iran seeking revenge on the death of Iranian General Qasem Soleimani and President Trump not backing down. President Duterte is worried for Filipinos who may be caught in the middle of the conflict. Special Envoy to the Middle East Roy Simatu is flying to the Middle East before the week ends. Philippines Crisis Emergency Team is establishing a base in Qatar before traveling to Iraq.
We have to move out immediately the Filipinos out of Iraq because I believe that this could be the target.
He's recommending to President Duterte the forced evacuation of Filipinos in Iraq while keeping an eye on U.S. facilities in other countries which may be targeted by Iran. Simato based his assessment on his previous experience as an envoy to the Middle East under the Arroyo administration.
U.S. Central Command is in Qatar. The Fifth Fleet is in Bahrain. Nandiyan na Pilipinos. So kung halimbawa itong mga target, they'll be covering ng mga Filipinos.
A Philippine vessel is in Malta ready to transport Filipinos to safer grounds. A massive evacuation is proving to be a challenge, especially with outdated database on where the OFWs are staying.
Naalala ko, nagalit din si Pinoy noon, di ba? Kasi yung nagkaroon ng gulo sa Lebanon, walang makapagsabi ng tamang data. Tapos ngayon, iba na yung presidente, ganyan pa rin yung problema natin.
But the Trade Union Congress of the Philippines also worries the government might miss thousands of undocumented Filipino workers. OFW rights advocate Susan Oples says 5 to 8 Filipinas illegally enter Iran every week. Despite decades of government operations, human traffickers continue to smuggle Filipino domestic workers to the region.
Kailangan i-encourage ng embassy na this is not the time to talk about your status. Lumapit kayo sa embassy natin regardless of status kasi security first, safety first.
The government asking for the OFW's families' help.
Mayroon silang mga nandoon, itatawag lang yung family nila na mayroon, nandito kami yung mga may problema rito, very dangerous na rito. Yung parents naman nila rito, yan ngayon magsasabi that they are there.
They're with their families, wala pong kapalit sa pera yon.
Here are some of the hotlines to get help. Caroline Bonquin, CNN Philippines.
We are 2 days.